Oh, hi, you're back. Okay, today, or in this part of the thing, I've done this little card. It's just a piece of chipboard that I had. I cut it. I'm sure you're not fussed about the measurements, but it's 10 centimeters by 16 centimeters. Cut the edges off. I painted it to start with, more or less like this, just using these. Again, I've used the same colors throughout this project. And then I collaged it. So I used all the little bits of paper that have been left. I saved them all. The idea was that with this, oh, I quite like that. Maybe we'll add that one on the other side. And then I put a layer of Quick Crack on, layer of Granny B's Daisy paint, because that's what I have at the moment. And I also added some texture paint, which has also cracked over the Quick Crack, which I found very interesting. So, and then I just add a little bit of my Distress Ink Walnut stain. Didn't do a very good job of that, but I don't have one of those little finger daubers at the moment. They've all died on me. So now I'm going to put this little tag together, because the rest of it I know you girls are super clever and can do yourselves. Pretty impressed with this glue. I'm a big Tombow fan. I would not normally use Tombow, anything other than Tombow, but because I can't get, this is what I'm using. And I'm already making a mistake because I'm talking too much. Don't worry about the glue, it does dry clear, and we're going to be putting loads of stuff on it, so it does take a while. I have added a foam core just to heighten this, and I colored the edges just so in case you can see it from the side. And this was a little rabbit that I tore, which it's not going to matter because where I'm using it here, it's not going to matter. And like with all things scrapbooking, there are no mistakes. Just adds to the shabby chic. And if it's the one thing I've learned over the years, is to stop trying to be a perfectionist when it comes to scrapbooking. I've had these little, I think they're Prima frames for the longest of times, and haven't used them. So to get this one like it was, I covered it in different layers of paint. I used some water paint because that's something I've been playing with. So I created a color, popped the water paint in there, wiped it off, again put in the different colors of that Distress, Tim Holtz's Distress paint. And then to finish it off, I did some embossing on it, and I also put some crackle on it. So I'm thinking that's going to give her a very nice little frame. The whole idea behind this class is not so much it's not so much as a official layout, is for you to realize that we all have a lot of stash, a lot of stuff that we've collected over the years, bits and bobs from different projects, and we don't always have to go and buy. I know the scrap people don't want to hear that, but for those of us that live far away or don't have access to. You'd be surprised at how much you can use from your stash. I'm going for the pink look here because of the little pink roses in the. I really am putting too much glue on these. Okay, I'm going to let that on there. Blob on and let it dry. Go on easier. I made these are graphic 45 from, I was given these when I went to, I think, one of my very first shows. So this is what they look like, and I've never used them, and I'm, as you can see, pretty obsessed with the coloring at the moment. So I'm going to do a little side video on how I did these, but it was just embossing, painting and embossing. I put them together, found these little stamen items, and I'm going to I've bent them up a little bit. You'll notice I never glue to the edges. You may always want to tuck a little something in. It's too big. I haven't done the smaller one. Do these before I get carried away. So sometimes I don't want them. Always work in even numbers. I mean uneven numbers, so what am I talking about? So 3s, 5s. Who's not playing nice today? So, just use a little bit more. How's that looking? There's no rhyme or reason for what I'm doing. Just keep adding, making layers until I'm happy with the look. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I had a little clock, but that apparently has disappeared on this very crazy table of mine. And of course, nothing is complete without a ribbon. When I'm making multiple bows, I prefer to make them all together. I'm thinking a bow about that size. This one's a bit short, so I'm just going to tie that there. And then this one I'm going to do the twisty. This is my own design bow maker.